So I want to read you a statement that the Indonesian president made at the White House summit. He said, "At the global level, all countries, big or small, rich or poor, must have equal access to health solutions." So what are the consequences if we can't get that sort of equality? You've touched on that, but go a little deeper into what it means if we get these great differentiations and particularly the poor nations are left out.
Well, understand that has been our world before COVID, right? We have generated, in the last century, we have learned how to have an arsenal of treatments, diagnostics, tests, and public health capabilities that have made it so part of our population in the world can count on having a life expectancy of greater than 80 years. What I would point out is that even within our own country, we have not been able to offer everybody equal access to that life expectancy and quality of health. And I think it is I've argued this is humankind's most ambitious endeavor to deploy what are now 6,000 drugs, 4,000 medical and surgical procedures, plus thousands of public health interventions, town by town, to every person alive, while supporting our economic capabilities and schools and everything else. We are all learning to do that. COVID, to me, was an incredibly optimistic sign, because the first time we said, we have a breakthrough, and we need to see it reach the rest of the world sooner than the usual 25 to 50 years. We need it to happen now, and we are making it happen in the course of, so far, about 9 months. We deployed 500 million vaccines, which is astonishing.
Right.
I am worried. Rapid tests have not reached the low-income world, anything like we have here. We take it for granted. You can't get them in many low-income countries. And our new antiviral medications, which are effective for the unvaccinated, have a 90% protection against death or hospitalization. That has also not rolled out in the world. In the recent summit, we committed, even though Congress hasn't passed money, we have reallocated, and it's a tiny amount of money, $20 million. But we leveraged that to get organizations like the Global Fund, UNITAID, to match with well over $100 million, which means that we have about 20 countries, up to 20 countries in the world, that we can begin rolling out, low-income countries where we can begin rolling out those rapid tests and antivirals. We'll get generic manufacturers online. We also announced getting the price down to under $25 a course with generic manufacturers if enough orders come in. We need to put in the big orders that get the production lines moving and make it fully available in the world, and that's what we need to have the congressional funding for. But I'd say there are reasons for optimism that, to me, COVID showed the world that we could be, it's not acceptable to have breakthroughs that are not available to the whole world.